Today we're going to talk a little bit about some misconception African people have toward African American people. And my number one misconception, which is really, really important, is the fact that African think that African American don't like them. Yes, I've come across comments and a whole lot of posts about African people making videos talking about how African American don't like them. And to my, from my experience for the number of times that I've been here in America and linking up with them and, meeting with them, it's nothing but all love that they show toward me. Show me love, respect, and appreciation. There's a guy I work with, my coworker. He always tell me, "Where you from?" And I said, when I tell him I'm from Africa, he's like, "Man, that's great." He shows so much love and respect, and I have love and respect for them too. So I feel like it's something that we need to talk about on a whole video on its own.
Absolutely. And to piggy off of you, if for the people that's in Africa, if you have not actually met an African American person, then how would you know?
Yeah, you can't.
How would you know? You can't know. Just besides what what they display on social media and television and so on.
It comes mostly from people that have not really traveled out of Africa and not had the opportunity to meet, to meet African American people. So even before I got here, that's what was going on back at home. So that's what I'm saying is, so we need to change that mentality.
Yes, we do.
Both sides.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Both sides, yes.
My number two misconception is that Africans think that African Americans don't value their origin or their roots.
I've heard that one before.
Yes. Well, many African American people are really, really interested in, knowing their African heritage. But, it's a challenge to them. It's a challenge to a whole lot of African American people to really track their lineage because that was erased from history.
Oh yeah, they erased all of our history. I'm one of those people that was very interested in where I come from, or just my origin, my roots, or just the African culture in general. It doesn't really have to be my specific origin or roots, but I was always attracted to the other side. So
there's a lot of African American people that want to know and have questions about their history, but they don't know where to start from.
They have no clue.
So it's kind of challenging.
So, yeah, it's very challenging.
My number three misconception is Africans think that African American has no culture. Well, this is very inaccurate and very harmful to the African American people.
I've heard that one before too.
Because
from
African American has a very rich and distinct culture. And we can see the influence of that in the world today.
Everywhere, the whole entire world.
Everywhere.
Copies a lot of
African American
culture. So.
African American export the largest amount of music. Like when you go to the music, the entertainment, it is all dominated by African American. Sports, anywhere, politics, anywhere.
Yeah,
so people, Africans sitting back and saying that African American don't have a culture is like disrespectful. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, and the African American culture has evolved through the centuries. It's not more where it was. Africa has a rich culture, but it's not evolving. Still stuck in the old ways. Still do things like our forefathers did, which is supposed to evolve.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think because I listen to a lot of like African music and Afro beats and Amapiano and stuff like that. There's so many different waves that's popular, and it is evolving.
No, I mean like it is evolving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm talking about like tradition, like traditionally.
Okay,
the culture is evolving.
Got it. Okay.
But they have traditions that still stuck in the old ways.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
And many Africans were like, we can't change our tradition. We can't change our tradition. I feel like the tradition needs to evolve.
Got it.
So, yeah. My fourth misconception is that Africans think that African Americans don't go through real life struggle.
Wow.
You know, Africans think
Considering
that
everything we went through on this side of the world, that's
you know, like I say, people that have not really traveled out of Africa, we look at it like these people don't really go through shit.
yeah.
Only because we have our, you know, what we go through, like bad government and underdevelopment.
Yeah.
So no jobs, so they feel like that's the struggle. But they forget that African American go through real life struggle too.
Yeah.
Like police brutality.
Yeah. I feel like African Americans and Africans, both sides, don't realize how much we actually have in common. Because we are so divided at the same time. So it's like one person don't want to get to know the other. But we have a lot in common. There's a lot of similarities at the same time.
Yeah. African Americans
just expressed in different ways.
Yeah, and they go through real life struggle. They go through racism, police brutality, mass incarceration, discrimination.
Absolutely.
You can name the rest. They go through real life shit.
Yeah.
You know, so I think even they say it all the time in the music. Or are we just listening to the music and not understanding?
Music. Yeah.
You know, so I feel like they go through shit. And coming back to the number one, which I said it was really, really important, we're going to be making a separate video on that.
Yes.
So I want y'all to stay tuned.
Yes, stay tuned.
And
for
we're
next
coming
video.
with something different.
Yes.
Okay. See you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I said it already.
I know I wasn't ready.